Hello everyone, I'm Karen and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do another Top 5 Wednesday because, well, why not? And today I'm talking about my favourite auto-buy science fiction and fantasy authors. Now, before we begin this list, I want to warn you that it's white. It's something that I've kind of noticed as I was looking around my bookshelves trying to think, oh, which of these authors would I pretty much want to read anything they write, and they're science fiction fantasy, and as I don't read as much science fiction, fantasy is kind of the bulk of it, and turns out I read a lot of white fantasy. Yeah, I'm not very proud about that. So hopefully one of my goals this year is to read more diversely and hopefully add some people of colour to this list. I think I may redo this next year and then we can see whether I'm successful or not. The first author on my list is Brandon Sanderson. I'm slowly working through his entire oeuvre, but I love his writing. I love the Sunlight Archive. It's one of my favourite series. And I have a couple of things from like his back catalogue, so to speak, that I haven't read yet, but hopefully I'll be able to work my way through that. I really love his world building. I love his magic systems. I love the way that his worlds always seem so real to me, like the societies and the different races and the different kind of customs and, you know, religions. Like literally he's thought of everything and it makes for a very immersive reading experience for me, which I really like. The second on my list for today is Leigh Bardugo. I started reading her Grisha trilogy actually quite a few years after it came out. I think it was around the time that Six of Crows had just come out, and I love it. I've always loved Russian inspired stories. I've always been fascinated by Russia, and so I really like the way she incorporates that feel into Ravka, like her own made up world. I feel like I'm just overwhelmed by the world and the characters in the story, and so that's probably why I kind of want to read everything she writes. Number 3 on my list for today is Laini Taylor, and Laini Taylor is actually the author that has kind of introduced me to YA and BookTube and all those kind of things, because actually a friend at work a couple of years ago recommended me to read Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and I was like, I don't know, I don't really like angels, and he was, you will like it, just listen to me and read it. So I bought it on my Kindle, raced through the entire trilogy, and then I was looking online about something, and that's how I found Katie Tassick's channel, so that's kind of how I am here now. Laini's writing is beautiful, and she just does this thing where it's so beautiful and you know she's gonna break your heart, at the same time you're loving her for breaking your heart. Like it. Plus she's super friendly and super personable in person. Like I met her at a really small event at Mr. B's Emporium in Bath, and she was so lovely. Yeah. Total fangirl. Just can't help it. Will read anything she writes, basically. Number 4 on my list is Alwyn Hamilton. I know she's only got the first trilogy out, but I'm really excited to see what else Alwyn comes up with. I just love the world she created for Rebel of the Sands, and I really can't wait to see where she takes us next. She's also really lovely in person, so gotta support your faves. You really have to. Buy it. Request it in your library, just do it. And the 5th and final auto-buy author to me is Susan Dennard. I have read the first in her first trilogy, but I've read all the books in the Witchlands so far. I absolutely love that world. I cannot wait to continue into it. Susan is also one of the most encouraging authors I've ever come across online. She has so many resources for people who want to be writers, who want to write. Also, if you go to her website, there's a very detailed guide on how to get published from the very first idea down to the marketing. So basically anything you could possibly need. I wish I had her way with words when it comes to friendships and kind of building some really slow burns. She's absolutely fantastic at that, and I just want to read more by her. There we go. So that's it today. Let me know down below who your faves are. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to all of you very soon. Bye.